Woo! It's hump day. And if you knew me, you know it's my favorite day of the week, and most notably for the name. Yes. Even after all this time, it still brings a little chuckle to my day. Yeah, say it with me. Happy hump day. Yeah. And if for no other reason, it brings somebody else joy, you know? So I have been unreasonably pre-deciding what I wanted to communicate with you today. And sort of like when I get like a flashcard or a burning bush or a neon sign, unless I give it to you in the moment, the more time that I have to chew on something, the more I can exhaust it. I am a deep thinker, and I can think something to death. Yes, I can. Yeah. And so, having already exhausted what I'd like to articulate and convey to you today, I can feel my brain getting in the way. Yes, I can. So, I'm going to start with my dog. Yes, my senior animal, my 16-and-a-half-year-old son. Every day's a new day, you know? Every day with him is a new day. Because I'll have a new experience with him, and then I'll be like, oh my gosh, is that how it's going to be every day from this forward on? This way forward? And then the next day it'll be like, no, it didn't prevail. And, oh, this is fresh. And then the next day it'll be like, okay, where are we at with that? And then it's a roller coaster. Yeah, it is. And while I'm being hyper tuned into my animal, it also is compelling me to take him to the vet on a more frequent experience. And that's taking me back. Yes. So even though I'm in an experience with my animal, I'm also being led into reflection. I can't get away from it. Oh my gosh, there's always going to be something that's like, whoo, let's go down memory lane. And if you know me, you know that I have a very, very, very powerful time of my life that was hyper and very intensely dedicated to animal welfare. I definitely was wearing my activist cape for a while, powerfully, intentionally. I generated hundreds of thousands of dollars fundraising for my foundation and sanctuary, and for many, many, many others over many years. And little sidebar, I can see that I can feel that that itch is getting more and more powerful, you know, because I have sort of deferred my focus away from serving the animal kingdom into serving you. And the itch to bring my focus back to the animals is getting more and more powerful by the day. And so I get to manage that. Anywho, back to you. So then I was like, animals, the itch, animals. And that because I'm being stimulated, the stimulation looks like, okay, so now I'm starting to experience stories. I'm hearing more stories. Not that it's more prevalent, the heinousness that is the animal kingdom, thanks to humanity. I'm just going to quantum leap that into what I'm here with you today. I used to hate humanity, and I use that word pointedly. And if you know me, you know that I don't enjoy that word. It is uber powerful. And I don't harness that energy at all anymore anywhere, because it's the darkness prevailing and overcasting my light. So I will experience rage and frustration. I don't live there. Do you? And so I used to hate humanity. And that's when my focus was primarily on the animal kingdom, right? Because whatever heinousness, chaos, caca, that is demonstrating the horrible situation that our animals on this planet go through, the direct relationship is to how we humanity show up. And so whenever I would experience stimulation on the heinousness that an animal would experience, it would always lead to humanity. So with my focus being 100% on animals and being led to 100% human intrusion is why it would be a natural correlation, wouldn't you say? The more I feel for animals, the less I feel for humanity. I think that is absolutely a reasonable articulation of that journey. And because I was dedicated to that for many, 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 many years, is why that hate got big. That hate got loud. That hate got, it got a lot of showtime, got a lot of FaceTime, and got almost all of the energy in me. And yet here you see me in this way, giving my love and generosity to you. So the question becomes, hey, Paula, what did it take for you to shift from hate to love? Hey, Paula, what did it take for you to release that level of intensity? Hey, Paula, what did it take for you to choose a new belief system? Choose new ideas? Decide to heal from all of those wounds and pains and stimulation? To choose the better serving story, which is that I get to love humanity. What did it take to create all of that? What do you think it took to create all of that? So, today I want to offer you this opportunity, that it's possible to generate a version of yourself that no longer relates to humanity in the way that you do currently, and relates to humanity in a way that serves you first and the rest of us collectively second. Yes! Yes, it's possible! Yeah, it's possible. And so, I'll take you through brief moments of that time in the history of time when I was full of stuff. How about you folks? I wasn't full of opportunities and possibilities. I wasn't free of the intense energy of disdain and rage and frustration, such that I was being able to absorb any new ideas, belief systems, or opportunities. So I'm going to share with you that the first step is healing. Healing yourself in such a way that when you experience humanity in its ugliest glory, that you can receive it in such a way that yields a positive outcome for all parties involved. Yes. And so what would it take from you? You got to let go of the caca and choose something else. And I'm going to say that in order to be loving of others, you've got to be loving of self. I would tell you that my love for you came after I chose love for myself. My compassion, empathy, and generosity for you came from the compassion, generosity, and empathy I gave to myself first. All of the energy that I give away for free to the masses is because I gave it to myself first. How do you think it's possible to give from a dry well? Do you think it's possible to be generous when there's nothing there? There's nothing in the well? There's nothing to give? Isn't that a breakdown? So let us assess, shall we? Where humanity is unable to be loving and generous, it would serve us to look in the mirror and reflect, yay, and to articulate that our wells are dry because we let it get dry. So, another beautiful, epic moment of self-reflection. Do you love yourself? It's not a question of how can you be more loving to people around you. It's a question, how can you be more loving to yourself? How can you fill your own tank? How can you nurture yourself, soothe yourself, support yourself, empower yourself so that you are a 10 out of 10 and can show up that way for society? And by the way, we're on a team. So would it serve you to create that? Yes, it would. Yeah, it would. And so, back to the animal kingdom. As I was endeavoring on my journey to become an activist for you, a philanthropist of this planet, and somebody who gives enough shit about you to empower you to go get your greatness, yeah, that's who I am. Who are you? Do you care enough about this life that you could care enough about yourself so that you can create all that you get to create for yourself and then be a pillar of greatness for society? Because that's the opportunity. You are bigger than you. You are bigger than your immediate family. You are bigger than your friend base. You are a human being on this planet with 8.5 billion sisters and brothers. And them. Yes! Facts! So, I decided I didn't want to hate you anymore. I decided I didn't want to hate society anymore. I decided that the only way I was going to be able to create powerfully in the way that I really, really wanted to for animals was to tune into you. Why? Because it's humans causing the caca. So if I don't resonate with you, if I don't love you, if I can't empower you and by inertia enroll you, I'm out of alignment. I am not in my creation. I am not in my authenticity. I'm not in my genius. I am nowhere. So loving you was my fork in the road. Many years ago, when I chose out of being a veterinary technician, when I chose out of being fully immersed in the ugly darkness of humanity. Why? By how they show up for animals. So hear that. That was one fork in the road where I was like, whoo! I really want to show up for animals, but it cannot be this way. This way is killing me, and this way is robbing me. So I chose the scary journey. I chose to jump into a whole brand new arena so that I could harness my authenticity. I could shift from hating society into loving society so that I can be and do all that I get to be and do. Yeah. So, you. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your love game of humanity? Are you somebody who defies humanity? I'd be curious to learn. Are you one of these people who walks on the streets glued to your phone? Are you one of these people that won't even look up when somebody's passing you by? Are you one of these people that just doesn't give a shit about anybody on the road and doesn't use your blinker? Like, who are you? It's time to look. That's what's up, team. And let this be proof that you choose something else and create magic because you can, because you get to, because that's what we're here for. Yeah, that's what I got for you today. I love you.